Hey guys, Sandy here, and welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, so that means it is time for a Christmas in July video. I will be having Christmas in July every Monday on my channel for the month of July 2020. Now, I've gone ahead and pulled out a good portion of my Christmas stuff. This is most of larger papers and larger embellishments and things in this bin. I have two Christmas cards that I'd like to document from 2018. One is this really soft, petable polar bear card. The other card is in the 2018 albums already. I'm going to make a pocket page for these cards, so let's see what I can do. I've gone ahead and pulled out a bunch of scraps of paper, and I also pulled out some 12 by 12 sheets. Now, some of these are more recent acquisitions in my Christmas stash, and some of them have been in here a long while. Like this candy cane red and cream striped paper has been in there a long time. It came from a Recollections paper pad. However, this red paper that is on there, much newer. I actually think it's from the Heidi Swapp collection from last year. I think, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. This is actually a Simple Stories divider page that goes in one of their albums, but you know what? I like the color, I like the shape. We're just going to use it as a layering piece for my layout here. Now, this is a sheet of acetate. I cannot tell you where it came from, but I do like the way that it is layered up on top of my plaid paper. And I was scrapbooking with some friends over Facebook Messenger, and I was just showing them my traveler's notebook. I don't know if you guys know, but I have been struggling. I've been wanting to use a traveler's notebook for a long time now and could not come up with an idea or a plan to make that happen. And I turned it into my YouTube schedule for videos. So that is what I'm using my traveler's notebook for. Anyway, I like the way that acetate looks over this plaid paper. That definitely came from the Heidi Swapp line that came out last year. Now I'm just kind of looking through my stash trying to find some sort of washi. So I find this super thin gold washi, and I decide to put it right in between the two red lines here on the acetate. So I have put an ever so slight amount of ATG on that acetate piece, and I know that you can see it, but you really do have to look kind of close to figure out where exactly it is, so I'm okay with it. Now I've gone ahead, I've got that gold washi tape in that stripe, and I feel like I need to add just a little bit more of gold sparkle. So I grab another gold tape. This is a Scotch tape. It's a little bit thicker than a washi tape, and I'm going to place it down the bottom of this acetate piece. Gonna whip those sides right around, and now this is going to be my pocket. However, I am not thinking in those terms right now, obviously, because I just put adhesive down on all across that paper, and then I realize, oh crap, this is supposed to be a pocket. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. Luckily, ATG can be rubbed off shortly. It rubs off into a big ball of gluey snot, but that's okay. We just put that in the trash. Put the adhesive down so that the little polar bear card can, fit in the pocket. And then I'm going to layer up some more layers over here. Now there is another Christmas card that needs to go in this pocket. I've just kept two Christmas cards from 2018. However, that Christmas card is already in the spot where this layout needs to go in the 2018 albums. So I won't add that card until the beginning of next month when I put away all of my July layouts. Now I'm thinking that I want it to bring in a little bit of darker color here. I've got a lot of red and green, but I really want it to bring in a little bit of a darker color. So I find this cut apart, and this is a crepe paper cut apart, and I like the little wreathy thing that we have going on. I like the square, and I like the circle wreathy thing within the square. So it's a perfect match. So I go ahead and trim that down with my trimmer, and I'm just gonna layer it right on top of the pocket right here. And then I'm thinking I need to bring in some other black color in. So I take another piece of that same cut apart sheet that has just been flipped over, so it has black and white snowflakes on it, and I just layer that up there so that I now have the darker, whew, goodness. Now I have the darker color over on the left hand side, and then I have it on the right hand side as well. I don't know what it is, you guys, but sometimes voiceovers, I just get like stupid tired doing them, and I'm not exactly sure why. Because I really do enjoy talking during a voiceover, but for some reason, sometimes I just get hit with the stupid level of tiredness, and that is what is going on right now. And it's only the first voiceover I'm doing today too, so this is weird. Huh. Anyway, I have the pink fresh chipboards right here, and I decided to pull out the Christmas banner and layer that up down at the bottom, and then I also pulled out the little banner with kind of the branchy things on it and put that over there on top of the paper because I wanted a little bit of embellishment up in that left-hand corner. There is not going to be a terrible amount of embellishment on this page because there are a bunch of paper layers. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different papers on this layout right now. So that's a lot of pattern. That's a lot of design elements in it of itself. So we're not going to add a terrible amount of embellishment. I go ahead and layer up this wood grain thicker that says Merry over top of the Christmas banner. And then it also has these little wood grain snowflakes that I decide need to go on this layout as well. I'm trying out a gold Merry just in case I want it to go that direction, but I don't. And it's not a let's save it for my December project album at all because I really, really want to do silver as my main metal accent this year. We'll see if that happens, but that's the plan. So I'm flipping through because I feel like I need to add some sequins. Need a little bit of shining, shimmering, splendid on this page, more than I already have. And I'm flipping through and I find a couple mixes that I think will work well. This one is Red Rapture or Ruby Rapture. It's Red Rapture, looks like. So it has these big sequins in it, and I'm just going to layer them up with those wood grain snowflakes, and I just think that it looks kind of cool, so we went with it. And I am using the Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. It is a wet glue. It is by far my favorite wet glue in the entire world, and not that I've tried every single wet glue, but I feel like I've tried a fair amount that I can say that I like this one, and I am sticking with it. So I do layer up each of those chipboard snowflakes with the big red sequins, and then I pull out a couple red sequins to go around the snowflakes as well. So I have these kind of like iridescent-y ones that are going in the middle of the snowflake, and then I have these kind of polka dot ones, and then just some plain red ones, and they are going to go around the snowflake. And I will pull out another sequin mix so that I can add a gold sequin to that little cluster going on there. These sequins are from Spiegelmom Scraps. These are sequins that I have purchased in the past. They were not part of my design team package, but if you are interested in buying them or any other sequins, you can go to Spiegelmom Scraps and use my code Sandy15. Now that might seem a little bit weird that I said that, that they weren't part of my design team package, but I am trying to follow like paid promotion rules on YouTube that have just come to my attention. So I'm just saying if I bought the stuff or if they were given to me, and then I'll put paid promotion in there if they were given to me as part of my design team package. I know that that is neither here nor there and probably has no bearing whatsoever on this Christmas in July layout, but there it is. I'm just putting it out there. So yeah, I am talking to my friends, so my hands are moving a little bit more than normal. I think that once I add on these little sequins, the only thing I have left is to add in a line or two of journaling. I do use my Signo Uniball Broad white pen. However, it is starting to dry out and it gives me a fit. So the writing is not as smooth and there's gaps in the pen strokes. And I'm not going to be too terribly worried about it right now. I will get myself a new white pen before my Christmas project because I do like to use a white pen in that. And I don't want, to have to deal with that. So, and that will be happening. And there I go running my mouth, moving my hands around. Maybe that's why I'm a little tired because I haven't moved my hands around enough while I am doing this voiceover. And then you're going to see me struggle with the writing. It just says, I just love these cards at Christmas. These are a few we saved. And I have to say, I usually don't save Christmas cards. They're just not, there's just too many of them to save. But I've started to pick a couple favorites or a couple special ones, and those are going to be getting scrapbooked. I'm thinking about maybe taking a photo this year of all the Christmas cards I get and documenting it that way. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me in Christmas in July. There will be a new Christmas in July video every Monday this month. I will see you guys again real soon for another video.